Everyone, it's Father Sean for another edition of the Couch Chat. And maybe you noticed in that quick sip, I got another new mug given to me to use as a prop on this Couch Chat. A very fitting mug. I don't know if this image of Mary and Jesus, if you can see it too well, I don't know if there's much of a glare coming on or if it's big enough. But it's an image of the Mother Thrice Admirable, which is an image that's associated with the Schoenstatt movement. And if you've been out to St. Lawrence recently, you've seen, recently in like the last week, the new high altar, rare dose, often it's called, got installed Wednesday. Well, it came in Wednesday evening and things got put together Thursday. So it's beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's just absolutely incredible. And so that's part of this is happening. All of the Schoenstatt movement having their home at St. Lawrence Church, and it's super exciting, and it's something we're going to grow into. So Schoenstatt is a Marian movement in the church, and there's all sorts of different movements in the church, different apostolates that exist outside of just parishes. You know, the church and bringing people to Jesus is more than just parishes. There's different ways of life. You know, even something as dramatic as a monastery. You know, a different outside of a parish to be brought to Christ. And so there's all sorts of movements in the church. You know, you think of there's ones called like Communion and Liberation, which is a beautiful movement. There's all sorts of them in the church. So Schoenstatt is a movement that began in Germany, which seems so fitting that they ended up at a place called Rheini, which of course is spelled the exact same way as the Rhine, the river, the main river that runs through Western Germany there. So the Lord's got his ways, huh? So the Schoenstatt movement will have their home at St. Lawrence. What does that mean, that they'll have their home at St. Lawrence? Well, we're going to find out. We're going to find out. So the first thing is just physically, you know, the image of the Mother Thrice Admirable and the rare dose from Schoenstatt is already placed at St. Lawrence. So it's basically giving Mary a home to do her work. And so the Schoenstatt movement has all sorts of different things that is important. You know, the 18th of the month is a day that people renew their covenant of love with Mary. And people make that at, I think every April we do that in our parishes. So that'll probably happen out at St. Lawrence. I know later in, I think a Saturday in April, they're hosting a retreat at St. Lawrence, a Schoenstatt retreat. So all sorts of different activities will happen. We'll probably try to have the church open a little bit more so that people can come out and pray throughout the day. You know, come and visit the chapel, the shrine, and be able to offer their petitions, offer their prayers of thanksgiving to the Blessed Virgin Mary. So it's one of those things that's really exciting, and we can begin to see maybe the direction the Lord is taking this. But we're not exactly sure, you know, how all of this will shake out and what the Lord is going to do. And gosh, it's probably better that way. You know, the things in our lives that we kind of see where the Lord's taking it, but we're not exactly sure. I think there's a reason he doesn't tell us. You know, there's a reason he gives just a bit of mystery. And as the Schoenstatt movement, we were discerning it, we were trying to figure out, you know, is this a possibility? Is this prudent? Is this something the Archbishop would be on board with? Father Steve Mondyke, who's in charge of the Schoenstatt movement in Ohio, or maybe just the Archdiocese, I don't know, but he said part of the Schoenstatt spirituality is just to follow the open doors, right? To just see where the Lord's leading one door at a time. So you know about where it seems like he's leading, or at least maybe just what the next step is. And that's what we're going to figure out on how St. Lawrence and the Schoenstatt movement interact. But it's all good things, right? Because ultimately the Lord wants to bring people to himself, right? And the work of the Blessed Virgin Mary is to prepare people to be with her Son, Jesus Christ. And so it's really exciting. And oh my gosh, if you haven't been out to St. Lawrence, you got to go sometime. Maybe that should be a Lenten checkbox for everybody to go out and visit St. Lawrence, because oh my gosh, it just looks so beautiful. The painters did an absolutely fabulous job. The wood floor in the sanctuary just sets the whole place off. And then the Schoenstatt rare dose is just absolutely spectacular. So of course you can come out for Mass. Right now we got Mass Saturday evening and Wednesday morning. But then also on Sunday, we're having the Lenten holy hours from 4:30 to 5:30. So maybe you can come out for one of those holy hours. I got to lead the holy hour on this past Sunday, the second Sunday of Advent. And it was just very beautiful. It was very moving. The wood floor in the sanctuaries really changed the acoustics of the place in a really good way, right? It just like comes alive. The carpet's not dampening the sound as much, especially in the sanctuary. So come out to St. Lawrence, maybe make it a Lenten objective to stop out and see the place to pray, to visit the chapel there, the Wayside Chapel, I think. I don't know exactly what name it's going to get officially called, but we'll figure it out. We'll just keep following those open doors. So thanks for the mug, for the Mother Thrice Admirable. Another exciting moment in our parishes, and look forward to seeing you next week on the Couch Chat. God bless you. This is Father Sean. Take care.